This might be a common sight for those who return to camp for their annual in-camp training, or ICT. For the men of the 702nd Battalion Singapore Guards, or 702 Guards, this ICT held a special significance.
All of you are already aware, this is our battalion's swan song. The fact that you are here is a testament to your commitment to not just defending your country, our way of life, but also what you hold true and dear.
For 2 weeks, the men from 702 Guards were involved in a battalion readiness exercise, codenamed Golden Sand. The exercise consisted of 2 phases, the build-up phase from 14 to 19 April and the execution phase from 20th to 27th April. In the build-up phase, assets from the Army and Navy were transferred to Pulau Sudong, an island to the southwest of Singapore. Once the assets were deployed, the troops were issued their mission orders in the execution phase. Together with men from First Guards consisting of full-time national servicemen, their task was to assist the brigade in recapturing the objective. The First Guards conducted heli-borne operations to capture the objective, while the NSmen from 702 Guards conducted a battalion coastal hook to neutralize the remaining enemy forces on the island. For the reconnaissance troopers from First Guards, commonly known to be the first in and the last out, this was the beginning of a long and challenging mission.
The battalion has to go and attack an objective, and for us, we have to try and give them as much information as possible about the scenario, where the heavy guns are, what the terrain is like, where the minefields are. What we've learned over the last year or so will definitely be tested a lot in this exercise.
To prevent detection, Guardsmen often work under the cover of darkness. To assist them in their mission, they needed to enlist the support of a very important NSmen.
I'm actually a hookup man, so what we do is the helicopter comes in and then we sort of hook up the underslung equipment, for example, the light strike vehicle to the bottom part of the Chinook, and after that they bring it into the battlefront.
From the island, the reconnaissance troopers fed the information back to the headquarters, where plans for the assault mission were underway. Once the mission orders were finalized, the men from First Guards kicked into high gear and got ready for their big night out. As daybreak inched closer, First Guards launched their initial wave of attack on the objective. The firefight went on for a few hours and the opposition force was pushed further back into Sudong. Having secured their objective, the troops regrouped and prepared for their second wave of attack. Meanwhile, men from 702 Guards prepared to launch a coastal hook operation. Back on the island, the men from First Guards got the all-clear message to launch their second wave of attack. For the men from 702 Guards, the all-important moment had arrived. They received their orders for the coastal hook operation and proceeded to the beaches of Sudong to take down the remaining enemy forces on the island. This helped to clear the road for First Guards to secure the objective and prevent the enemy from springing an ambush on the First Guards troops. Like family, the NSmen from 702 Guards watched the backs of their brothers-in-arms from First Guards. With 702 Guards outflanking the enemy, the men from 1st Guards were able to contain the advancing opposition force. Before they continued with the mission, they received a fresh load of supplies, consisting of food and ammunition through aerial delivery by the Republic of Singapore Air Force's C-130 aircraft. The airdrop required precise communication between the ground troops from the Army and the C-130's aircrew.
The PC for the group that's attached to exercise go and send for their resupply. On the ground itself, we advise the pilot whatever wind speed that's on the surface, then from there he'll make the readjustments and calculations to drop the load.
For the men of 702 Guards, however, this exercise was the culmination of their years of training. It also marked the first time an NS Guards battalion ended their NS journey with such a big-scale exercise.
For the past 10 years, 10 plus years, we have shared blood, sweat and tears together, so I'll be sad to leave them for this last ICT.
And I think today, as evidenced by the exercise and the high morale that my guys are in, it's very telling that their will to fight is very strong. And if they see it firsthand, it's very important, very relevant, and to a certain extent critical that they have the ability to defend their country, for their children and for their family.